Huh? You said try? Oh!
Straight up!
Damn, bro.
Damn, this whole thing out.
My apologies. I thought I could push him a little harder. My bad. My bad. Nah, I pushed him too hard. He fell in the play.
What about you, dog? No, but where's dog out there?
The older generations actually cared about us, they would have fought tooth and nail against AI. I don't care how good of a tool it is. 50% of tech layoffs this year have been attributed to workplace automation. And all of this during a time when hiring managers are saying they would prefer to bring on freelancers than an actual core to their company. That's fine, I can be a freelancer. Do you know how much those people get paid? The only problem I had was not knowing where to start. And then I realized making these videos kind of feels a lot like media management, like production. So I put these videos into this app called SideShift. And that's exactly what I called it. And companies love seeing 10 million views. So they started reaching out to me through it. And now that's my job. Freelance for companies making videos. These same companies that wouldn't give me an entry-level position.
To affect you. Now, if I don't have your attention yet, let me get you really scared. Are you ready? These are the 8 top humanoid robots that are on the market. I'm only going to focus on one. I'm going to focus on the one Figure 0 from Figure AI. Why am I focusing on them? They have contracts with the top 200 Fortune 200 companies in the world. They all have made their orders to order this robot. Not only have they put in orders, but they've also said, we want the robot to be smart, and they've given it huge amounts of data. Here's the thing. Not only do these robots have all the data from the top 200 Fortune 200 companies in the world, these robots have all the knowledge of every ChatGPT and AI ever given. That's what's inside the brains of these robots. It has the power of this intelligence of AI, plus all the knowledge of the top Fortune 200 companies, and this is being deployed this summer.
A lot more people is definitely going to have to learn how to become owners. A lot more people is definitely going to have to learn how to stack assets. The times are changing right in front of our faces. There's nobody that's coming to save us. You shouldn't even expect for somebody to save you. And if you don't pay more attention to these financial times that we are living in, it's going to be real tough. Alright? It's your boy Terrence Carter, TC Talks, TC Fitness. I'm glad to hear my people. Back at it again with a new YouTube video for the channel. I want to say thank you to everybody that's been subscribing to the channel, supporting the channel. The YouTube Shorts is back. I'm going to stick to it. These times that we're living in, right? I have plenty of moments in my life where I sit and I think to myself and I'm like, number one, I need to solve bigger problems. That's number one, right? Number two, I'm thankful for the fact that I know about the stock market. I'm extremely thankful because getting into entrepreneurship, taking a leap of faith, right? Doing Uber, doing YouTube, whatever. The amount of money that's generated is not necessarily like certain. You don't know how much money you're necessarily going to make, and you still have bills and responsibilities to take care of, right? You still have yourself to take care of. And to have the knowledge and the awareness of the stock market and how money works, and understanding that you've been, building a buffer, I'm extremely thankful for that, because that's there. Most entrepreneurs probably don't even invest, because it's the focus is how much money can I make. I can make as much money as I want, but how much money are you actually going to keep? And throughout these times, these are not the times where you're supposed to be blowing the money. Because now we have a timetable gap where it will be the haves versus the have-nots. It will be the people that planted, good seeds and allowed their money to grow over time versus the people that didn't even start to plant any seeds at all. And with artificial intelligence being here right in front of our faces, most people will lose their job. I'm not saying all jobs will be taken. I'm not Houdini. I can't tell the future, right? But we can clearly see it, the direction that the world is going to, and it's right in front of our faces, right? The direction the world is going into is artificial intelligence. It's way cheaper than it is to hire somebody, right? And there's a lot of people that may think their job won't be taken. So let's just say, even for example, with Uber, luckily out here in New York City, they'll probably let it rock, right? With the Uber drivers, but having the schedule, the weather's starting to get nicer. Hold on, I gotta clean my nose. Hold on. What else? Understanding that people are going through tough economic times, right? As a person that does Uber or DoorDash or Grubhub, whatever gig app you do, right? Y'all can do Walmart Spark, whatever. It don't matter. You still have to make sure you are saving some of that money, investing some of the money, and setting money aside for the GOV, whatever, right? You still have to make sure you're doing these things, because nobody's going to tell you to do those things. Nobody's going to make sure you're staying on top of your game. Nobody's going to make sure that you're paying yourself first. Nobody's going to do these things, right? And we don't know what can happen in the gig economy. We don't know. We don't know what these companies are going to do. There's plenty of videos of the DoorDash robot going around delivering people their food. We know that Uber signed a partnership or whatever with I think it was Rivian or Lucid, one of those two companies. Self-driving cars. Who's to say Uber won't team up with Tesla? They don't care about your job. Like, they don't care. And for myself, I'm like, well, guess what, bro? You need to invest more. You need to solve bigger problems. You need to post more videos on your channel because this is your business, and you need to be able to save yourself. I don't own Uber. I don't own YouTube. I don't own any of these things. But I know that my critical thinking skills have to keep on working in my favor, right? And I know that nobody's job is promised to them. It doesn't matter if you're in the gig economy. It doesn't matter if you're working in W-2. It doesn't matter. You have to try to create a job for yourself. So what I try to do is create a job for myself with my YouTube videos. What I try to do is look at my assets as a business. Because if something is generating money, that is considered a business. If I purchase an asset and the asset goes up in value, and I can sell the asset and get money, that's a business. I'm not saying I'm going to sell anything, because no, I don't like to touch my assets. Before I do that, I will borrow against them. That's how the rich people do it. They borrow against their assets, right? But I don't even want to do none of that. My focus is generate as much money as you can doing Uber. I got another delivery app that I use, but most of the time they don't say no deliveries, but if they do, do it. Right? Do what you can with your YouTube channel. Work with what you got. Manage what you have. You know? And keep stacking your wins, because you learn through the losses. You don't necessarily learn through the wins, but the wins do matter just as much. And continuously learn how to be a good steward. Most Americans that are still working the jobs, you still got to find a way to invest some of this money that the company is giving you. That's, you know, because if you don't, what are you going to do if AI takes your job? What are you going to do? We're living in the movie They Live. We're living in the movie Terminator. We're living in the Truman Show. Obviously, this is a Matrix. What are you going to do? It's not fear-mongering. This is preparedness. The only people that's probably not really caring too much about what's going on is the people that's already up. Couple M's, 50 million, 100 million, billions. We about to see a trillionaire. Probably in the next couple weeks. After SpaceX IPO, I'm pretty sure Elon Musk will be a trillionaire. For a fact. So, for myself, like I said, I need to solve bigger problems. I'm about to start creating more ebooks. Get into that zone. And start going even harder with YouTube. Everybody's on YouTube. Everybody's on TikTok. Everybody's on Instagram. Everybody's on the internet. Because everybody's on their phones. But the real reality that we got to pay attention to is what is happening right in front of our faces, bro. They are messing. They're trying to mess you up financially. And then once you're messed up financially, you really can't get ahead. If you're dependent only on your wage, you're really not going to get ahead, because your wage is a capped income. Your assets are not a capped income. So, we got to pay attention to the times, move with a strategy, and do what you can with what you got. Also, keep on retaining your seed, because that's another thing that's going to help you throughout these times. You keeping your energy to yourself. So with that being said, I missed y'all. More long form videos coming. I'm going to keep it up with YouTube Shorts, because that's been helping the channel get more views and more supporters. I'm not complaining no more. Whatever. Because I see plenty of big channels that don't even get that many views. So I'm just like, bro, you're still a small channel. Do what you can. Focus on your audience and focus on your consistency. But I love y'all. Real talk. Appreciate y'all. Have a good day today. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll be back at it with more videos.